Hey, chat. How's that? You guys hear me? Waterford. Yeah, Hikaru's got a team.
Oh my god. Oh, he's got XQC. Okay. Okay. I was like, is he gonna have like Hutch again and just roll everybody like last time?
Nobody's gonna roll you this time.
It's nasty, man. They were so strong. They were so strong.
Yeah.
Um oh, I should probably go to the actual layout. That would be smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've got a very casual layout going at first here.
Yeah. Keeping it super cash. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Announcements. All players must be live now at this time and join their VC. All right, looks like Team 4, Team 6, Team 8
Have already
are all
forfeited.
not in their VCs right now. So
We took him out.
so forfeits.
We took him out quick.
Which ones are any of those our team? No, we have all of the people in our group. Of course we do, because our group is stacked with the everybody who's ready to crush.
Who's in our group?
Our group is brutal. It is. We've got Northern Lion, who I'm 1-1 against. He's very strong.
Okay.
We've got, and he's with Botez. We've got Chessbra coaching Tubbo. I think Tubbo's like 1,300, probably
Okay.
around there.
Okay.
So can take a game for sure, especially with Chessbra as brain. They're very strong. And then Photo Chess is coaching Turk, who I think is like 1,600 rapid as well. So,
Whoa. All right.
I mean, everybody's like the same rating basically here. Evo.
Now, are you like too strong for PogChamps? Are you not allowed in that kind of an event anymore?
Yeah, that's kind of been the thought in the past. So season 1 of PogChamps, they were like, "Hey, maybe we can get you in," because like Box I think was playing in that, and I think there was another guy who was like 1,600 or something. So there were a couple of like 1,600, 1,500 guys, but then there was also like 300s and people who had never played before.
Right.
And so they just the two or three strong guys just rolled everybody and then just won it. But yeah, but I was only like 1,200, 1,100 at that time, I want to say, because that was like a year ago. So I was just kind of starting chess a little bit. So I was like maybe like 1,200.
Okay.
And so they were like, okay, you just like we couldn't get you in because it kind of turned into everybody was massive streamers. It was like XQC and Ludwig and all that stuff, and so they were like, all right, everybody's just kind of too big or whatever, and we can't fit you in. So then the second time they were like, all right, we're gonna get you in on PogChamps 2, but I improved to like 1,400 between those time periods, and they were like, oh crap, you're 1,400. Like, no, we're doing like lower rated people now, like we're doing like 1,200 top. So they were like, all right, never mind that. And then by the third PogChamps I was like 1,550 or
Yeah.
something, and they were like, okay, yeah, it's just
The
you're
ship
just
had
out of
sailed. You had started to
that
learn.
ship has sailed.
You had started to
Yeah.
learn the truth of chess that the better you get, the lonelier it is, because now you can't
The
play with all the
lonelier
other
it
people.
is. I know.
You're
I need to
just
be
too
bad
good.
at chess again, so
Have you ever
I can just play
imagined-
with everybody.
Have you ever imagined being somebody like Kramnik and Carlson, and like you like go into a chess club and there's just nobody to play with, and then like
Oh yeah, I
you
mean,
got like 5 people in the world who you could call up and like maybe they could make it fun for you?
honestly, it really is. it really is a thing. Like if you are the best, I mean, you see it with Hikaru all the time when he's streaming and playing. There's like 10 to 20 people who can be online that he can play against. That'll give him like fun,
Right.
like a
Like
challenge and
fun,
some
but
fun.
still lose really badly.
Right. Right, exactly. Like they'll still lose. He'll still win like 8-2 or something. But like they can at least give him some challenge and make him think a little bit and whatever. But if those people aren't online, or if some of them are annoying, or like, because you don't always want to play against like the same person, whatever,
Right.
then like he has nobody to play with, and so he'll be playing against some like 2700, and it's like 15-0 or
Right.
something, and he's just like bored out of his mind playing it.
Yeah.
And you're like, dang, man. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Like, and that's definitely the problem. Every time he gets online, there's only a few people that like really can, so yeah.
Well, so good thing
I'm
you've
sure it's
got-
the same thing.
Good thing you've got Northern Lion and Turk to make today good for you.
Man, Tubbo, man. Tubbo with Chess Bra, I do not like, I'm not going to count that team out at all. Because he surprisingly plays decently well. Like I feel like he beat me in a bullet game. I was playing like a bullet tournament or something, and he just somehow pulled it off. I had this winning position, and he just defended so well, and I just couldn't beat him. And I think I flagged, but like either way, it was gonna be rough anyways. I gotta do some like push-ups or something, man.
Let's
I got
do it.
some,
I think I think the main way we lose is by being nervous. So I'm gonna hit some.
I know. I agree. All right, let's hit some push-ups. I'm doing knee push-ups because I have a broken ankle. So
That makes sense.
let's go, chat. Also, thank you for the sub, Leroy.
Success.
Oh,
Success.
hug. Okay. All right, I feel better.
Yeah.
I feel better. Let's relax. Okay. We're gonna have fun today, regardless.
Yeah.
I'm very sad that I can't give you all of the fun stuff. They reversed the rule. I wonder if they watched yesterday and were like, "Wow, actually, this is the most insane thing ever."
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely cheating.
It's definitely insane. Especially if like one team has thought of it and
Yeah.
other teams haven't. Like, ugh.
True, lovely. True. Yeah, that's kind of the thought is if the other teams aren't doing it, then like one team is just absolutely crushing with all of this information. Whew. I should probably change whatever goes here to group stage. Still waiting on Team 4 and Team 6. Which is Ludwig and Amp Turby.
Oh, maybe because they're doing like the
No clue who
pre-tournament
that is.
interview. Maybe they're not.
Oh, are they up there? Oh yeah, Ludwig's up there. Ludwig's up in the interviews. Okay. Hikaru and XQC. I actually love that team. I feel like it's gonna be impossible for Hikaru to not just be like, oh,
At some point,
all the time.
all at
Just
every point.
at some point, he's just yeah. Ugh. Well, XQC's like, ooh, we can make a wooden shield. Oh, look at this fun position we can make.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably a couple days ago, Stabby. Been a little bit. I do need to get some more. It's been harder because I can't like move around as much to go drive out and get stuff. So
We are Team Hurt Ankle.
that llama painting is amazing. That's right. Did I paint this? No. It was painted in 1999 by some random person. It's a terrible painting. Truly just awful. I mean, it's just hideous.
You got it on loan from the Met.
Yeah.
Why am I standing on a bridge?
Yeah. And then at the top it says, "Why am I standing on a bridge?" Written in the weirdest font choice I've ever seen in my life, with a backwards E, and
Good question.
I cannot tell you. Why is the back leg of it black? I mean, the shadow, I suppose, is the idea, but
The painter was ahead of their time. It'll be understood in another 200 years.
I guess so. I guess so. We'll see. Whew. So how's your day? How's Hawaii? How's the weather?
It's hot right now. It's really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it like 82 or something?
Fans not doing enough. Backup.
What island are you on, if you tell people that?
I'm on Oahu.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Which, I don't want to dox you. I don't want to get too much information.
Which
No,
room?
it's
Which
nice
room?
there.
Building?
Yeah, which building, and no, I was just gonna say like what part of the island? Southeast maybe?
Northeast.
Or up in the northeast? Okay.
Yeah. Where the rain
Nice.
and wind comes through, but today it's hot.
Yeah. That's no, I liked it there. I went and visited my friend. He worked Air Force, so you know
Okay.
the base over there.
Yeah.
And so he lived up in the northeast as well, and great island, honestly. Like
Yeah.
I went and I was on Maui for a bit, and Maui was cool, but I felt like Oahu I wanted to spend way more time on.
Yeah, I haven't been to Maui.
You ever make-
my guess would be that every island's pretty awesome, but
You've never been? You haven't island hopped over there?
no. I've been to Oahu
What?
maybe 10 times.
Oahu? Don't you live on Oahu?
Oh, I don't normally live here. I'm visiting for 2 months.
Oh, okay. I thought you lived there.
Yeah.
Got it.
I live in California normally.
Okay, have you been? Got it.
That's why normally I know what the time
Have you
zones
been
are,
to
but
the
this
shrimp-
week I was shaky on it.
Got it. Have you been to the Shrimp Shack up the North Coast?
I have. Yeah.
Okay. So good, right? Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
In my pre-vegetarian days, I went there and it was just phenomenal. Incredibly good. Sometimes it's a little bit swarmed now. become pretty famous.
Yeah, I imagine that. I imagine that. Um, yeah, I loved that. The Disney resorts out on the west,
Okay.
the beaches there, you
Yeah.
can just like go on them. They're
Yeah.
they're free, but they've like crafted these little beach coves. Gorgeous. Loved them so much.
Yesterday at this
And then if you
time,
feel really daring,
24
uh-huh.
hours ago, I was swimming with a turtle.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, it
That's
was like a pair.
awesome.
It was a pair of turtles, and I figured out like what their sort of like browsing route was. There was sort of like a path of
Yeah.
algae down on the floor, and so I just swam along with them for like an hour and a half. It was just amazing.
That's the coolest. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's the coolest thing ever. Yeah, we had a when I was there with my ex-girlfriend, but we had the biggest turtle I've ever seen. I was like on the beach reading the book and she was out playing in the water and then she just like screams and I look up and I mean I mean just huge, right? I mean it's got to be 4 to 5 feet, like massive.
Wow.
And it just like came right up to her and was just chilling right there.
Yeah.
So everybody was just like freaking out and crowding around it, whatever. But yeah, it was so cool. And then I went to what's the name at the very there's the like snorkel spot at the very
Hanauma Bay, maybe.
eastern. Yeah,
That is.
went
Yeah.
and snorkeled there.
Yeah. That's probably the most amazing thing I've done on this island was going to Hanauma Bay at some point.
Yep, that was crazy. So I loved it. I would go back in a heartbeat. Oh yeah, make sure you turn off the evaluation bar and line evaluation when spectating.
Yep.
And then we have to do emote only chat when we're playing.
Yeah.
At
And
least
hopefully there
I
aren't
do.
emotes for
I don't
every
know if
chess
you
move by
guys
now.
do.
Like hopefully there isn't like a knight f3 emote and a bishop g4
I'm sure
emote.
there is.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is. I mean, we definitely have like F6 and stuff, right?
Right.
Like C4, like, explosive moves. I'm sure there's emotes for all of those.
Oh yeah, people in my chat have got bishop h6 and pawn to h4. That's bad. That's bad. Emote only mode won't hold up for long. Whoa, we're in a game. Pawn.
All right, we're in. All right. All right. Yeah, make sure you're on push to talk and everything. All right, chat. We're in it.
All right, so hopefully you can't hear me now, Mr. Llama, right? No hear me? Nothing? Good. Pawn. Okay, it's working, folks. Knight. Bishop. Okay, I'm thinking here for a second for him. Queen.
Okay.
All right, he figured out what I wanted. I wanted to defend that pawn with the queen instead of with knight c3.
Is there a d3? Not sure the difference.
Nice. Now that the technical stuff is working, folks, we can just settle in and enjoy some chess. Setting up for this was a whole crazy, almost nightmare, I want to say. It was really tricky. Or, I mean, stressful for me because it was some new elements. King. Pawn.
Pawn. C3, E5. Maybe just playing H3 there.
Llama got what I wanted. Pawn. Pawn.
All right. Minute behind on time, but still some time here.
I used a lot more time on these moves than I did
I like
when we
the
practiced a little
position.
bit yesterday. But I actually had to make some choices here. Bishop f4 was the big alternative, which should also be very good for white. Okay, if he sees our bishop's defended, he'll be able to find pawn takes knight winning a piece. Pawn. Our first grown moment.
Oh, wait. I had a free knight. Ah, crap. Well, that was stupid.
Okay. Tough start.
+1. 0. All right. We'll just keep the game even. All right. Focus. I was so intent on this line. I didn't even think about the fact that his stupid knight was hanging.
We almost knocked them out in the opening, folks. That was almost a KO. Now
It's
we're
all
just
right.
down
We're
on
giving them a
pawn.
freebie. We're giving them a freebie. We're still good. We're still good. We've got the pressure. Ooh. What? Bruh, that is not what I saw coming.
Knight.
Okay. Does knight over to g5 make sense? No, because we're just losing our bishop.
Rook.
So I guess they just wanted to go roundabout with it. Rook. Okay.
I just want to kill this northern
Okay.
lion, guys. I just want to just destroy them this game, as you can see. Something about the way black played this game.
We're just going to pin them in here. Wow. I can't believe I didn't take a free knight, you guys.
I can't believe it either. I mean, I can slightly believe it.
That's
the
so
point of this kind of event,
awful.
but
Like, come on. It's a free knight. He moved the wrong knight. Oh, Lord. It's all right. We got this nasty pawn now. Okay.
okay. So now my idea here was to play bishop e6. Have to think a moment so he doesn't play too fast. Bishop.
Okay. So bishop to e6 looks very fun. I like it. Maybe playing to b3 was...
After queen c8, rook d7, knight d7, and I say queen is risky because if he plays like queen g4 or queen d3, black can play knight e5 maybe. So that might be winning. Rook takes bishop, knight takes queen
watching
d2.
This game after that pawn
But
move
it's going to be very
like,
risky to say queen there.
He is not 1663. I'm rusty, okay? I'm just rusty. Using my I can't. I don't want to get us in trouble. I don't want to say too many things. I'll say, I still feel good. I still feel good. Because now this pawn, due to their blunder, I think has become worth more than a knight. It's not true, but let me say it. Okay.
I'm thinking that pawn c4 here is going to win, folks, but I'm going to think about it before saying anything. We've got a couple minutes.
Okay.
Pawn. All right, he found it, no problem. MrLLama's good at chess, by the way, folks. If you didn't see, I played a couple games with him yesterday to practice. He's quite good. He's going to find most things today as needed. His best skills are going to be in the end game, which I'm hoping we're not really going to need those skills for this particular game, for this round one game. I imagine our opponent should be a little bit nervous receiving this kind of a hammering in the first game so far. It's a little bit much as far as pressure. You know, when you're trying to get settled into the game. But it's very risky to play like this. This is not how we generally want to play, by the way. This is not like our match plan. I just can't seem to help myself. I just accidentally end up playing complicated moves pretty often.
I'm very happy that he said pawn there.
Bishop. MrLLama's greatest strength is going to be in endgames. So we're
I don't
think
I would have seen that pawn move. I probably, like, if I was playing by myself, I probably would have run my queen back to e1. Or
yeah, queen e1 would have made sense for him to play on
done
his
something
own.
else and still been okay. But
Still been
c4,
very okay, yeah.
definitely helpful to have. Oh, look at how good that pawn looks.
Still alive and kicking on f7.
I'm going to keep trying to convince myself it was intentional.
It was not.
I'm going to keep trying.
Anyway, we're going to try and play simply mostly today and play long games and let Llama outplay them with his move quality.
Okay.
Bishop.
Bishop again. Oh, I guess we have another bishop, don't we?
He can save his bishop on c4. He can develop the next one. Whatever he's feeling like is okay with me.
It does kind of leave us susceptible, though. Right? No, because if I go there... Yeah, actually that works.
Fancy. Fancy llama. Pretty good move. There were a lot of different things that could happen. They all worked out for us, folks, I think. So.
I think.
So he knows his bishop's defended by the queen, and he doesn't care about saving it. So that's good for me to know. I'm just going to finish up our development with the knight as soon as possible. We have a big enough advantage for him to win.
Maybe
like 100%
playing
of the
safer and
endgame.
just playing bishop b3 or something was...
So I don't need to do anything too fancy anymore.
I guess I shouldn't, once again, don't want to say many things. But
Bishop. Queen.
yeah, that probably was bad, because
Knight.
now we kind of gave the position away. Mm-hmm.
Rook.
Rook.
Yeah, I think it's not really his style to play rook d2. That's the kind of move he might overlook.
If I come off this line, then it's not quite mate. If I go here, he takes here, I go over. Doesn't feel like it does anything.
I considered playing queen d4 just to make sure we don't hang f2.
Jeez.
But the queen's hitting c7. I didn't want to move her off of a good square. All right, I got to stay focused. He found it. That's great news for us. Rook. Perfect. We're doubled up. Queen. Now we're going to take that stupid pawn on a7, folks. Queen. Queen. I just want the queen back in the middle of the board. So hopefully he does too. Guess that's fine. It's not good. That's not bad.
All right. Time's getting a little low for them, especially. They're at 30. We're at 2 minutes. I feel comfortable. We're +3. We're right where we want to be on that.
Knight. If we just centralize our queen and knight, then like nothing can touch us. Queen. Defend your knight, my friend. He can't hear me, by the way, when I talk in between pieces. I've got my sound on and off with him. I only say the piece names to him, nothing else. No good job, no bad job, no laughing, no sadness. God, his queen's allergic to the center. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Queen. Now we got to win the game all over again.
Crap. I don't know if I have a move to save this. Down, takes. Here, takes.
I guess I should have said pawn. He wouldn't have missed F. He would have had to play F3, I guess. Pawn.
I don't know.
We have to get rid of back rank mate here before something bad happens, probably. Yeah. Queen.
Ugh, how to throw away a game.
King.
All right, time is really low.
King. Pawn. Rook. Now we'll get to see his endgame skills, right? Rook. 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 We're so low on time, both of us. It's going to be just random how this game ends, I'm afraid. Rook. Rook.
Rook.
Rook. Rook. King.
It's going too fast.
Rook. Rook. King. Rook. Pawn. King.
Ooh,
Rook.
Danger.
King. This is just going dreadfully for us. King. King.
Oh my god. How did this turn into such a terrible game?
Rook. Oh, can't catch a break.
I'm so sorry.
Rook. King. Rook.
Oh, Jesus.
What pain. What pain. I can't. I haven't lost a game like this in a long time.
This is so bad. I can't believe we were +3 and now we're at this point.
I mean, we played this endgame so terribly. I don't know what to say.
I'm so sorry.
He was just
for
nervous.
everything.
He was just nervous. Rook. 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 King.
Oh god.
King.
What was that move? Jesus.
King. King.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry about everything. I'm so sorry. How?
Rook.
Oh, I suck at chess so much. Move.
Rook.
Time.
Rook.
We can still flag.
Rook. King. Rook. Rook. Rook.
Oh god.
Rook.
Rook again.
King. Rook. King. Rook. King.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I've turned off push to talk between games. I think I can, right?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy crap. Well,
Well, on to
that's
the next
about my
one.
chess as of right now.
On to the next game.
I mean, that's exactly what I want. +3 and
So, just a tip for you. I wanted you to just centralize your queen and knight. So, like, after we took the pawn on a7, which was good,
okay, I was really
and I was
confused.
saying, like, queen, and you moved your queen to, like,
Yeah.
d7 and g4, I just wanted the queen back on d4. That's, like, you control the board, right? And then you put your queen on d4, knight on
Okay.
e4, just be centralized,
Yeah.
and they can't do anything. That's just a good general tip.
Man, I can't believe I threw away the end. Even. Oh, what a bad endgame play, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was tough.
What a bad game.
We've got 2 more games in this part.
I mean, yeah. +7. I can't even look at myself. All right, let me go to the bathroom real fast. Oh, wait, no, it's beginning.
2
Never
starting.
mind. I think we were the last game.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, with white, too. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. I've played too much Diablo and not enough chess lately. That's all.
Don't worry about any of it. Just one game at a time. Let's just try to win one game.
I know he's disappointed in me. He should be. Everybody should be disappointed in me. I threw away +7, got down to a drawn game, and then still threw it away. I mean, so awful. All right, here we go. Next one. I think I lost my first game last time. Yeah, we're on, so. Here we
Pawn.
go.
Knight.
New game. New game, everybody.
Bishop. Somebody didn't want to play the London system on the other team. Pawn.
Which way is preferred to take here?
He can do either way. It's just up to his taste.
That ruins our castling, so maybe don't do that. But taken to the center strengthens our center.
So
I'm gonna
many
go this way.
options.
Man. Queen to g4. What a blunder.
Bishop. Pawn.
I have to pee so bad.
Pawn. King. I can't protect that pawn that he isolated on d5. Like, I could play a move like bishop e7 or bishop c7. It's not going to help very long term, so it's gone. We'll let it go. If he doesn't take this move, I might defend it with bishop e4 next move, but no, they did. All right. Knight. He needed to trade on c4, by the way, when the opponent played c4. Just take on c4 to not lose that pawn on d5. Pawn. Huh, that was weird that they played that move. Okay. I guess it's not terrible, though. Now I gotta come up with something, right? Rook.
Like either rook move is solid right now.
Rook. Pawn. We're down a good center pawn for nothing. There's like no weakness to attack yet, so just waiting around and hoping that their player will make some mistakes too, right? Pawn. Don't have anything to attack just yet. Knight. So pawn to b4 was tempting here, but I just don't think it does much. So we're gonna try like a slower burn here approach to the position. I mean, we're worse. I don't want to do anything too desperate. I'd rather just sort of sit on it. And I think that this player playing white really loves their bishop, and they're gonna try and keep it. I'm wrong. Bishop. Gonna try and ramp up the pressure slightly with bishop g4, hopefully. This is the kind of move that might bother our opponent. Bishop.
Okay.
Knight. Pawn. Ooh, we're on the wavelength here. We're on the wavelength here. Queen. All right. I think that our position is A-okay now. The game's obviously very complex at the moment, but I think we've recovered.
That feels pretty strong, doesn't it?
Rook. I can already see the game going rook e6, rook g1, queen f2, rook g2, queen e3, rooks double, bishop f4 check, king h1, queen h3 with mate. That's what I want. I'm very proud of what we've done since we lost the pawn. The way we calmly, like, we didn't try to do anything, and look at the compensation that we got, right? We very, very calmly made our way here.
Nice.
Good move from the opponent. Rook.
It doesn't work.
Man, I didn't realize that queen d5 move would be so good.
But there, he just, no. I don't think that's the right move.
It's okay. Maybe I just got us down 2 pawns for nothing by trying to go aggro. Hard to say. Okay, tough game. What do I want to do? Pawn. We're going to go for g5 now, hopefully.
This position is insane.
That is true.
It looks just barely holdable for white. Need them to blunder somehow.
Rook. Oh, guys, this is a little bit stressful. I don't have enough practice under my belt for this. So I'm thinking on queen g3, we should retreat our queen to like h5. And then we'll just keep threatening pawn takes f4. And the white queen is sort of awkward, right? It sort of runs out of places to be. Honestly, I don't know if we're winning or losing. I don't know what's going on. Why can't I focus? Rook.
Rook. Okay.
Pawn. I think we're in the game here. Should I be stopping and trying to figure it out? It must be really hard for the 1600s to play this if I don't know what's going on at all. Why am I already exhausted? I've played like 1.5 10-minute games. And I'm exhausted. I hope they play queen a8 check. Just abandoning the king. That's what I would like to see, I think. Presumably, the brain said queen long ago here, and white is thinking about it. The hand is thinking. Wait, they're giving us the queen?
I feel like we win in 1,000 ways now.
Rook.
Unless I'm wrong. Okay. Oh God, is it wrong to take? What? No. What? Yeah, he has to just take. If this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Bishop. He sounds like Danny, doesn't he? I guess every king. I guess every chess player has heard Danny by now, at some point. Man, so their brain said pawn in that position where their queen was hanging, right? That's weird. Bishop.
Bishop.
Yeah, the piece that's hanging to the opponent's knight, you know? Can't leave it there forever.
I'm just gonna keep him safe. I feel like I could have gone bishop h2 or something, and blah
Yeah,
blah.
we could have even
blah,
played
but-
bishop e3, threatening queen f2, and then we've got queen e4 if they take it. We could have played literally any move with the bishop. Bishop c1, bishop e3.
Get him out of the way.
Yeah. Okay, now there's the big danger of our pawn of knight f5. And if I say queen, he could take on d4. If I bring the king up to defend the pawn, he's got rook a6.
Okay, well, they can play for tricks right now, I guess, so can't let them have those.
Shoot, I don't even see how to get out of this. The queen's got nowhere to go.
We have a minute
So
left.
we're going to have to run with our king and then block on f6.
Holy cow.
How do I do it, though?
I don't think we...
King. He's got to go to g6 or we're effed. I can't believe this. How did this happen?
We go here.
He did it. He found it.
Okay.
Yes.
24 seconds left. That is the strongest knight I have ever seen in my entire life.
Queen.
17 seconds. Come on.
Queen. Let's get her the heck out of that area.
Yeah. Okay. Just anywhere.
Pawn. Pawn.
16 seconds still.
Queen. No, we missed queen c6. What are we doing? Oh my god, again. Queen.
Oh crap. That doesn't work.
Queen. 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 Just trying to get our time up a little bit, I guess. I mean, he doesn't know what to do. Our opponent hopefully
Queen.
doesn't either.
Where am I supposed to go with this dude? I don't know.
Pawn.
15 seconds.
Pawn. Queen.
Just somewhere.
Pawn. Queen. Bishop. 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 Queen. King. Bishop. Queen. King. Queen. Queen. He never forks. Oh.
Oh, whoops. Meant to check.
Queen. And now? Queen. Queen. To d5 for once, maybe? Yes! Yes! Queen.
Thank God.
Queen. King.
Oh.
King. King. We got it, guys. Queen.
No
King.
stalemates.
Leave the last pawn. King g3 would be a
It
good
doesn't
sign.
stalemate, right? Yep.
Perfect. Queen. Queen.
Whoo! Pee time. Oh!
It's too much stress, guys. I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh, what did I sign up for here? This is just impossible. Oh. This is just impossible levels of stress. I was supposed to be able to just trust him with a material advantage and not have to play crazy trying to push it. But I think he's just a bundle of nerves today. He's a really good chess player. Honestly, I saw him before. But today he's clearly nervous. I need to stand up and keep moving around so that I loosen up, because I'm not in good shape or form either here, you know.
Oh. Whew. Oh, God.
The stress level is...
Yeah, bishop to take pawn, I think, would have also worked.
When we took the queen, you mean?
Gosh, dang.
You mean
Yeah,
when we...
you were waiting so long. I was like, okay, I mean, bishop take works,
Yeah, there was a-
right? But
there
then and then we took and...
There was a crazy line there, which is what stopped me, which is on bishop takes, they can block with the knight, and then the plan is to take the rook on c1, right?
Uh-huh.
With the full extra rook. Then they have queen to a8
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
Only square for our king is g7, knight f5, and we lose.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So you
crazy.
can thank me for not letting that happen.
Thank you. Okay. I
what
mean, it seems
stress.
like we were solid here.
What stress. How's our caps so far?
Okay, so we take this. That was 91.4, and our last one was 85. So, like, honestly, you know. Okay, yes, you're right that it doesn't. It's a big old blunder to take right there. I mean, I was thinking, let's just take with the queen, right? Like, the bishop was an idea I was thinking of, but I was like, let's just take the queen and have the advantage.
And that's what we did, right?
But then, good lord. Yeah, I mean, it was just... Okay, so I was also thinking of bishop to c1, which I guess would have been... I mean, this was all fine.
Oh, you mean when that knight g3 thing happened to us after we took the queen?
Yeah. Bro, that was insane.
That was insane.
Every single move lost, except for the king moving up.
To g6. Yeah, you found it. I was like, oh my god, I have to
Yeah.
say king, and then he has to not go to f6.
I know. I was looking at it and I was like, wow, this is the most insane trapped, like, I've seen a queen where it's one space away.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
man.
Hey,
was
Llama.
brutal.
Real quick,
Hey.
just want to give you a reminder, after this round, we're going to have that Capital One Community Quest
We
segment.
have a halftime show.
Yeah, where you'll play Bullet against a fan. So just a reminder.
Okay, is David, like, is it hand and brain bullet, or I'm just playing
It's just
bullet,
you,
right?
just playing. Yeah, it's just you.
Okay, I was like, okay.
I
perfect.
feel like Hand and Brain Bullet would be real hard. At a certain
that
point,
was
you
my
just start
thought,
moving.
but I think it said hand and brain bullet at one point. Yeah.
Yeah, it should. I believe it should just be just you. I will double check, but my understanding is just you. If it's both of you, then certainly you can try the
Okay.
hand and brain aspect, but I don't know how well it'll work with 1 minute on the clock.
We can do it. I won't use push to talk,
I'm
right?
good,
I'll just use
thank you.
normal talk.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
we'll try.
I mean, there's no way you'd even be able to give like
I'm
future
good.
analysis and pull it. All right, good luck in the next round, everybody.
Okay, so
Thank you.
this right here. Thank you. So this right here, our queen literally has no moves. Right here, we're dead. Right here, we get forked. Right here, we're dead. Right here, I guess technically we... No, because then we get forked over here on h5. Right here, we're dead. If we take here, we get forked as well. And if we do nothing, we get forked as well. So literally, if we move our king here, we get forked.
Yeah.
If we move our king here, then he has this rook and then a fork.
And then a
There is
fork.
one move here, and it is king to g6. It
Yeah.
is literally death, 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 death with king. There is one move to maintain your giant advantage, or you lose the game on the spot.
Yeah. You earned the point right there.
That
move.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was looking at it, I mean, I was just looking and I kept being like, oh, well, we could no. Oh, well, we could no. And that's why I was like, we're so dead. But then I saw like the king up, because if he goes here, we have pawn to f6 to block. And that is our only saving grace.
Yeah.
That is the only thing that we have. Oh my god.
Okay,
Oh, game's
I'm
on.
going to
Pawn, pawn,
push
pawn.
move. Hang on.
Say pawn, say pawn.
Pawn.
Just say it or something. Thank you. Got to get those seconds in.
He's nervous. He's worrying about those seconds. They won't matter. We're fine. Look, the other team's taking 10 seconds to get to push to talk.
Man.
mode.
Okay, so now we just
fine.
have to pray that Hassan the Hun can beat Northern Lion.
Knight.
You say knight?
Knight.
I didn't hear you. Okay. If not, and they 3-0, we're out of groups, and we go to consolation, and we deserve it because,
Bishop.
well,
Because
Yeah.
we lost up a piece for nothing.
because, well, we deserve it. Well, and by we, I mean I, not you.
We're a we.
Because
We're a
you
we.
played really well in
Aw.
that first game. You got me +3. So,
Pawn. brain told black to play a pawn move there after bishop c4? That's so weird, right? Like, they're a titled player. They should be saying knight or bishop normally. So they've planned this opening or something against us. It's very weird. I mean, they said pawn.
Oh yeah, you guys should be emote only. Okay, yeah, you are good.
Pawn again. How should I take, guys? It was obviously a terrible opening by black, which is great for a great start for us.
Have you set a move?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Pawn. King. Rook. Bishop. Maybe I'm going a little bit too slow this game. I don't really
my
know what to
favorite
do about
move.
the knight on b4.
I've made.
Oddly. Oddly enough.
Actually, it's okay. Thanks, the settler.
Can I watch a game while I play my game? I want to watch that Northern Lion game. Oh, no. What? I guess he has that night.
Bishop.
No. Rip.
Knight. Pawn. This game's still pretty close, folks. Knight. Knight. Queen.
Queen.
See, black played the opening really badly, folks, but we have to play well as white here, we need to keep in mind that that doesn't mean we're winning or anything, you know? We've got a good position, but it's not easy by any measure. I think queen d4 may have been stronger than queen f3, but queen f3 is also the kind of move I wanted to play. Rook. So rook 81 is kind of like the obvious move, but he doesn't always develop his rooks. Like if there's some kind of, you know, he's not comfortable with, it's not second nature to him to just put his rooks on the open files. He thinks
What you
through it a
got
lot.
for me?
I said rook. Oh, it sounds like
Oh, I did not hear
sounds
that.
like he hadn't heard it. That was too bad. We lost a minute there.
If you don't see me move in, I don't know, 20 seconds, 15 seconds, double check with me.
Man, that's terrible. I should have said rook a bunch of times. Or at least one more time. Rook.
Okay.
Now we're going to cash in for a pawn on d5, folks. Just trade off. I'm not as confident in our technique as I was yesterday. Knight. Bishop. Queen. Pawn. I would want to play queen d4 here, but I'm afraid he would play queen c5, queen a7. So I'll play something else and see what he does. Oh, I want to get rid of that back rank mate. That's what I'm really afraid he's gonna. He won't blunder back rank mate, but he might play a line not realizing that there is a back rank, like at the end of it, and then we won't be able to. Like he'll see it before we fall for it, but it'll mess up what we can do. Like he just needs to play h3 or h4 and then keep playing from there.
Okay.
Pawn. Pawn. God, he won't get rid of that back rank mate for me. It's driving me. It's driving me bonkers, guys. It's driving me bonkers. I don't know what to do. I mean, if I stop saying pawn, that's not going to get rid of back rank mate, right? Like I just have to keep saying pawn till he runs out of pawn moves. But like black's going to attack.
Streamer muted? No. I'm just quiet right now.
Queen.
That's all. Whew. Just deep in thought.
Queen.
That's all.
Queen. I was afraid he would do that, but queen h3, rook d7 wasn't obvious, and he wouldn't get rid of that back rank mate. The opponent's queen was going to get us pretty soon. Like it just.
There's also like queen h3 and then rook to d7 and
Yeah,
then queen back to d3.
Rook.
but let's just play +1 endgame.
King. If I say pawn, he might not move the pawns. I've been asking for a look for 5,000 moves, but he just won't do it. He just refuses. Pawn. Rook.
Whew! Sorry if I'm not entertaining, chat. Nerves day, bad day of chess on that first one.
Pawn. I don't want to give black counterplay. I can't. I actually can't trust Mr. Llama today, unfortunately.
How's the Northern Lion game
Like,
going?
Rook
Somebody,
c6, Rook h2, Rook a6, of course, like very
Give me
good,
an
but I
update.
just can't trust it. Rook.
I guess you can't. It's emote only. Bad. Not like this. Oh no. Oh, all right. It's not good.
Pawn. Pawn. King.
Well, that was a terrible move by me.
Absolutely agree. Hard agree.
Ah! One of those days, huh?
Rook.
One of those days.
Pawn.
It's okay. We got our outside passers. Or insides.
Pawn. God. We're going to have to play queen versus rook again. I have zero faith in that. I was kind of hoping he would play b5 and rook a7 and just keep...
I feel like I played that move way too fast.
Pawn. Yeah, he's just playing
I
too
knew
fast.
what was happening, but
After rook a3, we have
Boy,
queen
did
c1,
that
but I
not
don't know
feel
that he'll
good.
see it.
okay, easy.
Queen.
Yeah,
Queen.
GG.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. We'd missed 3 of those queen forks on rook and king in the previous game.
Woo!
So we can't
All right,
take it
well,
for
it's all
granted.
down to the Northern Lion
Now
game.
we got it. Whew. Queen. Pawn.
Go, my precious.
Pawn.
Run! Run to
Pawn.
the hills!
Pawn. Queen. Queen.
Yeah, I'm just trying
Queen.
to think if there's any best way.
Queen. 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 Queen.
All right. Let's follow. Let's see.
Does that feel good to you?
That was a clean win.
I feel good, man. I feel
That was
good.
a clean win. Good.
Whew. I feel like we worked hard.
You know, even if we go to drop to consolation, yeah,
from that first game. I feel good on it. Gosh dang, I want to just.
Hey, I just want to point out one tiny thing. When we get
Chat
to
is
that,
disabled.
when we get to that queen and rook versus queen and rook
Sorry,
position,
go ahead.
we should
Yeah.
get rid of the back rank.
I thought you might have wanted me to just like
Yeah.
play H3 or
Just
something.
a little H3 or G3
Yeah.
if it's your taste. H3 is good. Just get that out of the way, and then it frees up our queen and rook to play, because we couldn't use our queen because she had to defend the rook, and we couldn't use the rook because it had to stop back rank mate. So we were just like frozen for a while.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was kind of just waiting on things there.
I'm gonna grab some more water.
Let's go here. Oh my god. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I want to get in the chat to follow Northern Lion. I guess we can just go to a switch. Brought up this game. Don't be thinking about it. No, I'm not thinking about the first game. I'm thinking about now the game. Ah, crap. Northern Lion's up 2 bishops. All right. Well. GG. GG. It looks like we're going to consolation.
Ugh.
Or he's up 1 bishop. Yeah. That's okay. If we can do well in consolation bracket, that's still worth a lot. Yeah. First game of the day, man. I should have at least made a draw out of it, you know? That was the bad part. Like, sure, okay, I blundered the knight. That was stupid. And I didn't take a free knight. That was also stupid. Never mind. We should have just won and been in the finals.
Yeah.
Sorry about it. That's my B.
It's tough. It's just one move, one game can knock you out in this one.
Yep. Brutal. Yeah, they're just trading all the pieces down now. Yep. This one's as good as over. Well, GG. They played well.
Oh yeah, taking all the pawns now.
We played nervous and then lost.
Yeah.
Dang. Dang, you guys.
+7.
You're
Threw it
looking back at
all
the score
away.
on game 1.
Yeah, I mean, it was +7 for so long.
Yeah.
And then just the queen to G4 made it a draw. And then many moves later, I threw it all away when I just made a bad rook move.
Oh, by the way, in that rook endgame,
Hate
what
to
you
see
should
it.
have been doing is trying to trade
Yeah.
the black rook on c4, as I recall now. The opponent had like 1 good rook and 1 bad rook. And you should have tried to trade the rook on c4 that was really strong.
Oh, okay, that's what you were getting at. Yeah, no. I should have played rook back to D2. But I mean, it was still drawn, but yeah, they had that really strong rook, and I just couldn't get rid of it. And then when yeah,
we should have basically like been chasing it. You know,
I
like
just-
rook d2 when it's on c4, rook d4, just like try to get it off.
yeah. It was just bad. I also thought about just trading when he offered that rook trade and double stacking his pawns, and then it's like they're up, but
Yeah.
kind of in a weird spot.
That was our best choice at that point, just because we were getting so close to
Yeah.
losing. But to double their pawns, then they don't have like a clear pass pawn, and it's going to require some real
Yep.
skill from them.
Yeah, I thought about that. I was just so tilted from having thrown the whole game away.
Yeah.
Plus 7.5 to 0.6. I mean, I probably should have just gone back here even. Just literally any move. There was like 20 moves that were all fine, and I picked the one that was not. GG. GG. Oh well. Oh well. Let's win the consolation groups,
Sounds good.
you know?
Sounds good.
Wow. Ludwig is the team that advanced out of group 2. Yeah, we could have moved Northern Line up into group 2, honestly.
Where do you see the?
On the like tournament bracket thingy. It's all good. Right there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was a tough group. We had to work for our wins
Oh yeah. Neither win was
and work to
at
throw away
all
our
easy.
and work to throw away our first one. Yeah. You know, it's oh god. I'm just gonna Queen G4 is gonna haunt me in my sleep tonight. It's such an obviously terrible move if I had like highlighted the square for even 3 seconds. As soon as I made the move, I was like, oh wait, rook to f4.
Yeah. Is there any suggestions for me? Anything that I could do differently as far as, I don't know, time usage or opening choice or anything?
No. No, not really. I mean, I was a little confused why we took so much time at the start of that last game.
Uh-huh.
It seemed like it was very obvious moves to me. But maybe, I mean, you were probably calculating stuff that you were trying to think about.
Yeah, it's like their
But,
moves were
like-
so bad, but our position wasn't like completely overwhelming, so it was kind of a little confusing. I wanted to be a little careful.
I was just confused. I was confused why we didn't take d5 with the bishop, and then why we castled instead of just taking e5, getting a dominant center, and having double protection on d5.
Right.
So that was kind of my thoughts, was like, we left this pawn on d4 and kind of let them have all this time, and I was like, screw it. Like, if they're going to give us that, take with the bishop and then take with the pawn and then just have 2 pawns in the center,
Yeah.
+2, and just kind of crush their face, you know?
Yeah. I guess I made a mistake there. Pawn takes e5 was the best move, but I was afraid that if I said pawn, you might play a3, chasing the knight on b4.
Oh, no. No,
And so
no,
like
no.
that kind of like fear
I'm
made
not
me.
that bad. I mean, I'm not having a great day, but
like, come on,
it's
Llama's
not
better than
that
that.
terrible.
And Llama, I hate to break up the
Jeez. All right.
analysis, but you want to come play some Bullet real quick,
All good.
and then jump back to this?
Sure.
All right, brother.
Sure,
I will
sure.
drag you up to the interviews channel.
Okay.
All right, give that fan their money's worth.
Let's play some bullets. Yep. Try my best. I'm gonna flag him.
All right, folks, we get to see Mr. Llama's bullet game. He's racing out to a 10-second lead here. Okay. That fan was just not ready for this. I can't ask you guys how you're doing in chat because of the emote only thing. It's too bad. I mean, maybe I could turn it off between games, but I don't want to get in trouble or anything. I don't want to mess anything up. But it's nice to see you guys are there in this moment of peace. I can at least see your names. Daster, Drit, Ranga, Maestro. You want me to go faster, Drit? Ranga thinks I should get a snack. Whew. That was crazy stressful. I should just have fun, I guess. Is Hand and Brain fun, or is it like a weird, twisted torture? Was there any point in any of those games where it was fun? I'm not sure. I don't know if there's some contract that I have to say it was fun or something, but I'm not sure that I had fun versus just suffering. I mean, it maybe, maybe that is fine and that's the idea of it all. Maybe it's supposed to be suffering, but suffering that's entertaining for the people watching. All right, Ariel found the chessboard, and we are off into bullet zone. They are letting the pieces fly. Alex Sem, keep your bishop. Nice. Just keep moving the bishop. Oof. That bishop on c8 is having a tough game. Oh, and his king is going to suffer for him too, momentarily. Oh, the f6 square. Oh my god. The slow motion mate coming in. He finds the one defense against it in bullet. Wow. Nice, nice, nice. Get rid of that. Give me that. Maybe bring the knight to d7 and take the pawn, maybe? I don't know. Still a scary, scary position. Yeah, there's no defense here. Maybe queen d8 or something? He tries to stop queen d2, but unfortunately there's still queen c1. Opponent doesn't get there fast enough. Plays e5, takes it, and mate it. That's the taken mate. Politely applauds the opponent. Right on. Do I even know how to turn on or off emote? The other thing is, I'm like afraid that I won't turn it on again properly. Like, I set it to emote mode only like 20 minutes before the show started, and I was like afraid I wouldn't be able to turn it on or off fast enough. But let's just take a risk, huh? Hi, Latte. Hey, Pumpkin. Well done to us. Oh, thanks. That's the other thing. Not only do I maybe not know how to do it, I sometimes forget to do things, yeah. So, there were so many things to set up for this program that I was really afraid I would get things wrong, and then somebody would be mad at me. One of the things I hate in life is people being mad at me. The queen almost getting trapped drama, that was the most horrible part of the entire thing for me, almost, Wrath of Gods, I think. The thought that we might lose there with the extra queen. You love playing it, but not for stakes. I don't feel like this is for stakes. I feel like it's just like a fun exhibition kind of event, and yet somehow it's like driving me crazy not to win. Yeah. So like, see, now when we go into the next part, I'm gonna have to remember to switch off chat and to switch to push to talk. so that I don't, tell him something I'm not allowed to tell him. Ugh. Also, I feel like the only acceptable result for me today was winning the whole thing. I have to give him more confidence. Yeah, I tried to now and then, but for the most part, we're on this mode where I'm only allowed to tell him moves, so I can't tell him anything like, you got this, you're good, so. I don't know exactly when the next round is, 1v1. I know very little about this, or level 1, sorry. There's some kind of a halftime going on. Llama's Bullet game's obviously done by now. Oh,
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to let him win or something. I mean, I definitely didn't let him win. Like, he just beat me straight up. But
right.
It definitely... I was like, shoot, I don't want to take all this away from this dude. Get the guy some money. But no, he just crushed me. I mean, he played so well. Like,
nice.
He had such a good plan.
Wait, so he got money for that too?
He got $1,200 for it. So I was like,
you're
shoot,
kidding.
man.
You're not serious.
I'm pretty sure he won $1,200 in gift cards if he got checkmated me or whatever.
In one bullet game.
Yeah.
But
he only got 100 if he lost. So I wanted him to win, even though I was playing the best that I could.
Right.
I was just sitting there, like, thinking on moves, and I was like, what if I... And I was like, wait, no, I can't think.
That is insane.
I mean, it didn't matter. Like I said, E5 was so much.
That is insane.
Yeah, he came in with a plan, man.
$36,000 an hour. That's that guy's rate. I think that tops Magnus probably.
Probably. So yeah, no, I mean, hats off to him. That's he played stronger than his rating, and well, we know today I'm not playing up to mine, so
yeah,
it's all right.
I don't know. I used all the tricks of the trade. I had you do some push-ups. I told you were good.
You did your best. I mean, to be fair, we were winning every game.
Yeah.
Until we weren't in one.
Yeah.
So, Yeah. It was good until it wasn't, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I say, such is life. It happens.
Yeah.
Can't be on your A game every day.
Yeah. And I feel like
all right, so let's see.
think you had it in common with me that your goal was to win the entire thing.
Yeah.
So once we lose a game, we have to sort of adjust our expectations.
Right. Because like now the best we can do is the consolation bracket winning, which is still good. It's still not a bad win to win consolation bracket.
Let's win the consolation bracket.
It doesn't feel great, but it's okay. I definitely felt like if we were playing like yesterday, we win the whole thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yesterday, it felt like we were in groove, in sync. I wasn't making stupid moves. Today, it feels like every game is a grind.
Yeah. Even when we have an extra queen,
and
it's still like we're still fighting.
Even when we're seriously, freaking, we're up a queen and it's like +1 rooks and all these pawns everywhere, and it's like, what? How is this so hard?
Yeah, it's a slog today, but more credit to us if we make it through with some more wins. My big goal at this point is just to have everybody watching talk about how good you are at chess. That's what I want to do, is just make you look really good. So.
Yikes. Well, we'll see. We will see. I mean, I feel like they've already got the information they need. Thanks, Wixie. Thank you. What is this command? What is that? Okay, let me check the announcements channel and see. Okay, first seeds go to champion, blah blah blah, constellation. Second and thirds go to constellation. Fourth are eliminated. Okay, so at least we're not eliminated. Higher seed from the group stage gets choice of color. If both teams are same seed, higher cap scores. We had great cap scores.
Yeah, fantastic.
84, 91, 91 or something. So, I mean, even in our loss, but that's because we were winning and then lost. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I wonder if we have any information yet on... So I can't show... I get here. There's the boot. We're playing against Team Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Which is... They seemed like they did decent. Oh, dang. Box got knocked out. Crazy. Crazy. So Majin and Turk are down there. Paolo and Fundy, Girl and us, and yeah. I mean, honestly, there's some really strong teams down in this bottom bracket. I mean, in the constellations here. Do I make more off the boot or Twitch subs? Well, it depends. I mean, if you donate straight to boot through that PayPal, then yeah. Box got knocked out. Yeah, Box got knocked out. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It was a tough couple of groups for sure. Group B had it easiest, I would say. But yeah, I mean, besides that, like Box Sardosh went 3-0, so he beat Box and Box went 2-1. I mean, Sardosh is good, Box is strong, Northern Lion strong, Turk is strong, we're strong, Majin strong, Hutch is strong. Yeah, definitely some strong teams here.
Yeah. So even in the constellation
yeah,
bracket,
I mean,
it's
a
still
lot
gonna
of
be pretty tough.
Yeah, I mean, there's still like 8 teams in the constellation bracket who are all very strong. Wait, we are 8 teams. Maybe like 6 teams. 6 of the 8.
Okay.
I would say all are very strong players. At least minimum like 1,300. So we got our work cut out for us. Whew, hopefully I play better than that bullet game. And every other game. Man, Hand and Brain's so crazy.
Yeah.
Such a weird way to play.
Rangao, to answer your question, what are some of the other titled players who are in the tournament? There's Robert Hess. There's Chessbra, which is either Eric Hansen or Amon. I don't know, Creekor, Blitzstream.
Yep.
Oh, Sam Copeland is playing.
When does the game start?
Cool.
I don't know. Thanks, Wixie. I appreciate that.
Is there a Diablo 3 yet?
Yeah. Diablo 4 is being worked on.
Okay. But do you play Diablo 3 as well as Diablo 2, or?
No.
Okay.
We like to pretend it doesn't exist.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That'd be fun, Mad Max. No, never heard of it. Yeah, my chat likes to.
If they release Diablo 4, are you gonna try it or not even look at it?
Yeah, I'll try it. I mean, it looks better, but it still has some like D3. It's like a mix of D3 and D2, so.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. It's it's okay. We'll see. My board vision right now is so narrow. In that bullet game, I couldn't see a single thing. I honestly think it's just like I'm telling them right now, like bullet is all about warm up. I'm gonna lose the first game of bullet I play every single time I play bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if I just played rapid for like the previous 10 games.
Yeah.
Because I never have ever been able to switch my brain on and like see the board for bullet and speed. It's ridiculous. Is there a Chess 2 that's come out yet?
That's what Drit was just saying. We've been waiting on Chess 2 for a long time.
Okay, so it's not here yet.
Yeah.
Still in development.
Still in development.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of need to nerf the queen a little bit, I think. In chess too.
Right. They might. Or they could let all the pawns have items.
That would work too.
So there's an alert that the knockout matches are going to begin shortly. So
Okay.
hopefully we're ready. If they ask you what color we want, you can always pick white, right?
Perfect. Black. Right? Wait. Oh crap. White? Oh, shoot. Oh, I said black already. I thought that was the better color. Not today, boss. Let's see.
Is there anybody in this event that you consider a rival of yours?
Hutch could be slightly.
Uh-huh.
Like the only people I've really played against are Northern Lion, Hutch, and Sardoche.
Okay.
The only one that really beat me prior was, I mean, I guess I was 1-1 versus Northern Lion, and then Hutch when he had Hikaru in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been one. Box I haven't played, but I know he's just really strong. Fundy I think I've played before. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, Samai would be someone I would consider, but he's not in this.
Right.
But he's somebody that I've definitely like. He's probably my biggest rival of that. So not really anybody in the tournament though. I don't interact enough with them.
Yeah. I want to see a match between you and Northern Lion where you get some revenge for today.
I wish we had 2 games so we could have just like gotten
Yeah.
revenge on the second game. I understand it'd be too long though, but
Right. Yeah.
that would have been nice. Because yeah, I mean, I feel like if we play him again, we crush him.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. He's playing well today.
Well, you learned a
Who
cool
knows?
trick in the opening there with Queen E2 to get off of the queen trade and then pushing the E pawn through, right? That was pretty.
Yeah. I mean, it was great minus not taking the knight. But taking the pawn ended
Was-
up being pretty good.
Yeah. When
Like,
I realized
it
when I
did a
realized
lot
that we
for a
could-
long time until I gave it away.
When I realized that we could proactively make the knight trade and then play rook d1, they would have to like move back into like a pin on d7. I was like, oh, we are all over black here.
I know. They were so screwed the entire game until we gave it away. Like, literally until that point, if I was black, I would have just been like, this is the worst game I've ever seen. You know?
Yeah.
Like. So, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Thanks, Hades. Okay.
Hey, Llama.
Uh-oh.
Can you go into?
Am I in trouble for losing?
No. You just need to go into live chat so that you can play your match in the bracket and win. I'm
Oh, I
counting.
thought I was in live chess. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, you're good.
All right,
No problem.
let's go. Game's
All
on.
right. Pawn.
GLGL.
Thank you.
Knight. All right, we're off, folks. Against Girl and Sam Copeland. Bishop. Pawn. All right. Pawn. Pawn. Okay, great. I was hoping for something like that, guys. Now let's think. We want to push like e5 and d5, I think. Probably d5 first.
That's a wrong move, probably.
Pawn.
Which one to push? D or E? D or E?
He knows that against e5, d5's like a good move. I've seen him play that in his own games as black. But will he, take it into account from white's perspective today? The answer is no, so we'll see. But Sam's going to be nervous here about saying pawn because it could lose the knight. I guess, yeah, you have to say pawn and hope that your partner finds it. Bishop. d5 instead of e5, folks, was a crushing move for white. In these openings here, if you can prevent your opponent from playing d5, then you get an amazing game for white. So just d5, and black's really in trouble.
It would have been fun to play the e takes f6 line.
Bishop. Great. We had a game yesterday where he worried about the d4 pawn being weak, so hopefully he's aware here as well that we really need to worry about that pawn and kind of, if anything, overprotect it. Dang, strong move from the opponent. I was not hoping for that. Knight. It's very unfortunate for us that girl played the opening so well. Yeah, d5, knight e4, bishop g4, all really good moves. Knight.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
I just have to remember if it goes more than a minute to make sure that he actually heard me instead of just assuming he's thinking like I did at one point. Bishop.
Something to eat?
So this position here, black is totally fine. Everybody watching. You can see we're struggling a little bit with like our development and defending our d4 pawn. The game can get really good for black or really bad for black depending on how well they play it. It's kind of, it's pretty tense, but so far very acceptable opening from black. Bishop e2 I think was better probably than giving pawn. I think bishop e2 was better than giving up the bishop pair on c6, so I'm happy with that. I'm pretty happy to see that knight on e4 trade as well. I wasn't really planning to take it. The move I would have not liked there would have been like f6 from black, would have been the key move, a move before right here, to challenge our strong point and try and develop the rook. It's the only proper way to play this position, I think. So I'm reasonably happy to see this. Okay, now f5. So we could take it or we could let it be. think we'll let it be. Queen. He's playing slow this game too.
Maybe blocking my dude in wasn't the smartest move.
Pawn. Rook. We're getting low on time, and I'm not really sure what to do with this position here. Rook. Just trying to defend the pawn on c3 with our rook. But anyway, fancy stuff is happening instead of what I might dream of. It's alright. Rook. It's getting stressful again. I was supposed to figure out how to just have fun here, right? What's going on now?
Oops. All right, let's win from behind.
King. The freaking hell. Oh my god.
Tough day.
Yeah, tough day. I agree. Nothing I could do today. Just
Ugh. The rook moves got me confused. I wasn't sure why we were moving our rook so much instead of just castling. So I figured there had to be some tricky play. That's all.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I considered castling just to make things less confusing for him, but
That's just what happened there.
knight. All right, we're sort of in the game this way. I'm sure Black wanted King H8, and I don't wish any pain on Sam, but I can only imagine how horrified he was when the move King F7 hit his board. Oh my god. He just wanted to tuck the king away, and out it comes. Pawn. I'm going to calculate for a second, folks. He's got to redeem himself by playing some really good moves here.
Okay, hold on. We might get some weird stuff going on here.
Yeah, see, if I'd played really quickly, folks, I would have said Queen D3.
So they can't do that. So they have to go here.
Oh god, guys, I want to play Queen D3, Queen takes Rook, King takes Queen, Bishop D3. Do you think he can find it? I mean, you can't tell me if he can find it or not. He's much more likely to find Bishop D3, like for sure, Bishop D3, Bishop takes Rook, Queen D3 he can find, but Queen D3, Rook F5, and I say Queen, he might get really confused. But can he do it? I want to make him just proud of himself and happy. We only have 3 minutes. It's just insane.
Have you said a move yet?
No.
Okay.
We're going to go for it. Queen. I'm a lunatic. Why am I doing that? Whatever. We're going for it. It's the only way to turn his confidence around for the next game. Is to make him feel like a genius. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to live or die by Alex's genius. Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's in his hands. What do you think, guys?
No
do you think of that?
way.
Bishop.
No way.
What would Jesse Cry say here, folks? What would Jesse Cry say here, folks? Come on! Bishop!
Oh, are you not entertained? Come on!
is your chat saying that you're good? Are they respecting you now?
I don't know. Probably not. Oh. No, but we respect the partner.
Oh, that's rough.
Wow. Hey, I saw everything about it.
Yes. I'm so proud of you, man. I
Thank
was
you.
a little hesitant to go for it. I was a little hesitant, and I was like, we can do this. Llama.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay, let's see.
So there,
So we're
that's one
going,
round
blah,
where we
blah,
won't be the
blah,
last
we
game
push
going.
that. Yeah, so moving the bishop is pretty bad in this opening. Just as a heads up. If they play d6, just taking f6, they take, and then we could just take again, and or not take again. And then d5 is really, really strong.
Oh, really? I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's all good. That's like a funky line, because then you just get this threat, and then like they have to castle
uh-huh.
and then sack their knight basically.
Okay. Wow, that's risky.
Otherwise, it's like, okay, they bring their knight out, but then they're just in such a nasty position.
Got it. Oh man, I didn't know.
So yeah,
I was thinking
that's how I play it.
Yeah.
If they
So like bishop b6.
yeah, that's how I play it. If they play this line.
So like bishop b6 is of course a bad move by the opponent in the opening, right? I thought
Yes.
I thought that the way to punish it
Yes.
was d5. That's why I said pawn. I thought d5, and then after knight
So-
e7, e5, and they can never play the
No.
move d5.
No, so d5 ends up not being as strong because it gives their bishop that really good diagonal. And later on, that usually just ends up becoming a big issue.
I see. I was planning like d5,
They
knight
just,
e7,
they just like played knight e7.
e5, knight to g8, d6, and just I think that should just win.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
they're just cut apart.
Yeah. So okay. So you're saying d5, knight e7,
Then e5,
and then what are you wanting after that?
E5.
Then e5.
and then the knight goes
and so
like
then they're probably just playing g4 to go attack that pawn,
okay.
and then
Oh right,
I mean
they'll
you
go
can
to
try and
G4.
like and you can try and shoot it, but like now they've got this double pressure on f2 as well.
Gotcha.
So then we're castling here, but like that line, that bishop line, just ends up being so strong.
I'd probably play d6 and leave f2 hanging. That looks
Go crazy.
winning to me.
Yeah. So that's all I know is pushing e5 is the right move because you want to keep their diagonal blocked. And then a lot of times they'll play like knight to e4. And then you can play, I think, bishop to d5,
Bishop to d5,
or
just
something.
trapping
Or
it where it stands. That's a nice move.
yeah, I think that works.
Yeah.
That's something that gets recommended. Also, here it's saying play queen to e2. I mean, there's a lot of things that keep winning from that position. But yeah, the whole like when they want to push that d6, just taking that knight puts them in this really funky position.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta run to the bathroom.
Because you
I'll be right
take,
back.
yeah. Me too, actually. This king move though is crazy. This king move, like clearly he just was like, okay, I'll wait for Dojo.
I'm here.
Oh my god. Yeah. So, anyways, just castle me is gonna be my first thing before we like rook again and again. It just, I'm just ready for a castle.
Yeah.
And so it's like rook came again, and then rook came again, and I was, why would he want me to move my rook all the way up there if not for some reason? And then I was like, oh, we can get the queen in line with the king.
I had told you that
Perfect.
if I'm not developing, it's because there's a good reason.
Right. And so I was like, we're not castling for a reason. We got something crazy. So I was like, let's do it. And then as soon as I took it, I was like, wait a second. Bishop c4, he just takes the bishop. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
But thankfully, Sam tried to help her by moving her king out of the way to h8. And she somehow took that as king is ready to go on the run.
Yeah.
Oh,
The horror that Sam must have felt when
Wow.
the king appeared on f7, right?
I know. I really want to see his face. Because here was our faces. Both of us were like, gosh dang it. Like, well, that's the end almost. And as soon as she did, I'm pretty sure both of us just like sat up straight and were like, oh, there's tactics. There is guaranteed tactics here.
By the way, with my stupid rook stuff, my idea was for you to defend the pawn on c3 with the rook.
Okay, I thought that might have been your idea, but I'm always going to put a rook on the open file.
Yeah, which you could do on... That's why you could move it
And-
twice, like rook b1 like you did. And then after they play b6...
And then rook b3.
You could go rook
Got
b3
it.
and chill there.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you might have wanted rook to c3 to defend the weak pawn. But then I was like, you know, I just feel like getting a rook on an open file is a better principle. And, you know, this kind of goes back to that time that I was stupid when I was playing with Nemo, and she was like trying to make me move a knight to h3 or whatever
Right,
it
and
was.
you didn't want to go to the side.
And I was like, and it just didn't make enough sense to me to do it.
Yeah.
But then it was like not as good of a move, and it, you know, kind of, and it's kind of the same idea. Like, if in my mind, if I'm calculating it, then I'll be like rook to c3. But if somebody else tells me a move, I'm going to try and play the most principled idea generally, which is like you put your rook on the open file.
Yeah.
You know,
Which was
and it's still
fine.
not
I
a
was-
bad
I
place
was
to
fine
be.
with rook
But
b1 and then coming to b3.
Yeah.
The reason I wasn't castling, and that's what was like really confusing, but the reason I wasn't castling was because I had in
Yes.
mind that maybe in some case we would have to play the move g4. Not have to, but that it would be like a cool idea to
Okay.
just explode their king side
Yeah.
while they've got some weird pieces over on the queen side.
yeah.
So I was sort of saving that option still because
See,
I wasn't
in my
sure,
mind, okay.
I wasn't sure how else to resolve this like knight on f3, bishop on e2 situation.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I figured we were just getting rid of our bishop at some point, and you know, just letting them
just move the
trade
knight
it.
and trade the bishop at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, my thought here is like we have a passed pawn that is insanely strong. So just kind of play to the center's like strengths and advantages, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I
That
mean,
was
in that
kind of
case-
where I was thinking. Like
that
castle
case-
and then just be strong.
In that case, weirdly, knight g1 might be a good move. I mean, you probably don't want to move your knight back there, but like knight g1 in order to take on e2 with the knight and then put it on f4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the problem with
And I
playing,
definitely
like-
would have probably gone to g1 because I wanted to trade that. And
Yeah. The problem with going knight g5 is that the opponent can sort of like play h6, g5 in some cases, and then like the bishop on e3 is weird, and so I was a little worried about black playing h6, g5. That was another part of my caution about castling.
Hey guys,
Okay.
real quick, would you be good to start your game against H2P Guccio's team in 2 minutes? So top of the hour.
whenever you say.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you. But what an ending for us, though, huh? What an ending, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be one of the most beautiful checkmates right there.
Yeah, that should get us into the article about the event. That position.
Right?
Yeah. Hopefully they
Kinda
won't
my
show rook
thoughts.
takes d5 in the article. Just they'll concentrate on queen d3, queen f5.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So my way also worked. I was thinking just play bishop to d3
Yep.
instead of queen to d3.
Yep.
Yours had a queen sack in it though, which made it cooler. So
Yeah.
I trusted you.
It was.
But yeah, I was like, all right, bishop d3, rook comes in, queen takes, then the queen goes up, and then the queen, or he blocks with the queen, and we take the queen. Right? It didn't matter. It was mate in 3 either way.
Yeah.
Or mate in
right.
4. But
I did
yeah.
it. I did it purely for the joy and the pleasure and all
the
that.
shock factor.
The shock, the artistry,
Yep.
and to like pump up your confidence.
Oh, we needed it, man.
Yeah.
We needed it.
No, we didn't get to choose partners, but I got the best partner, so that's all that mattered. Sorry you didn't get one of the top guys.
Yeah, when I got you as my partner, I was like pretty happy, and I was like, "Wow, my partner's like really good." I looked at some of your games, I talked, and like you sounded like really serious about getting ready for it. I was like, "This is awesome." They like just gave me somebody who's gonna like win this tournament for me. Like, you know, little old nobody me is gonna get to win this tournament, and then, and you know, in chess sometimes it's hard to think from your opponent's perspective as well as yours. You're like, "I want to do this," and you forget that they want to do something.
Yeah.
And then like a day later,
Yeah.
I was like, "Wait,
Yeah.
like there's people like Hess and Hans and Eric Hansen and Naroditsky and Hikaru." I'm like, Llama probably doesn't want me as his partner.
Oh, our
He's
game's
probably
ready.
pissed.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy that we're together. It's okay here.
Pawn.
Let me ready. It's more like I mean, we you know, you got me in every position I wanted. That's all I can say. Every position you put me in it, so I was happy with it.
Bishop. I wasn't 100% sure if he plays bishop c5 or knight f6 there usually.
Nice call. Oh, emote only.
Knight. Pawn. Pawn. Ooh. We had a possibility of going for g5, Knight.
What was that?
Knight, you got it.
Yeah.
There was a possibility for us to play d6 and g5, g4, but now that he's blowing open the center, of course, like, we're not doing anything like that. King.
Maybe that's why d5 isn't a move, huh?
Yeah.
Probably just d6. What was that? Oh, you haven't said a move yet. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't say a piece yet.
Okay.
Knight. Bishop. You're gonna have to really hope for bishop f2 here, right, guys? Happy David. Queen.
Ooh.
I don't know if it was okay for us to leave e5 dangling the way we did. I'm pretty sure that d5 was not a good move for us, and that there was some punish for white available after d5. Queen. This totally failed. Queen.
Okay, let's see. If we take... If we keep the queens on,
Okay, so this completely didn't work. This whole thing, huh?
what are all the moves I have? Okay, so... So I really can go... Oops.
Queen. Wait, how is Hess commentating on the Sinkfield Cup when he's also playing in this event?
That's bad. All right.
Rook.
Oh. Ooh.
Rook.
All right, let's pin him in. Maybe going to e2. I then could have had some pawn potential winnings, but
Bishop.
okay. No kings on dark squares. No kings on dark squares. No kings on dark squares. Beat it into our mind.
I just wanted bishop d7, rook a e8 probably their last move, but it's fine. Pawn.
Okay, he's just gonna force a trade.
Rook.
I wonder what's better, knight bishop or rook? Probably knight bishop, honestly.
Well, Llama's going to have to come through with his endgame technique this game. Rook.
Okay. Well, I think we can only trade at this point. Dead, 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 dead.
Pawn.
Just need to open the files up.
Rook. Rook. I didn't want to play direct moves, folks, like rook a5, rook b5, but it's the only thing we can do. We can't bring our king up. Can't sit around forever. Rook. Rook. If I'd played b5 there, their brain could have probably forced the hand to find bishop c7, rook a6, knight c5, right? By saying bishop,
Dead.
and then next move, knight.
Dead.
Very high chance they would find it. I wasn't willing to gamble on that yet. So, this is a good move.
About halfway through our time for each of us.
Pawn. Pawn. This is a really tough endgame, folks. I mean, if I were playing without a hand just on my own, I wouldn't know what defensive moves to be playing here. The move knight c5 was coming from white, and I just didn't know how to prevent it, honestly. Rook. King. I wish we had some pieces on the board. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Rook.
Dead.
Only one option for us, right, guys?
Dead.
This opponent's pretty tough so far. This Guchioku opponent playing very well. And I can feel their brain through them, like steering them better than I really know how to steer, honestly. I feel like I'm getting outbrained somehow this game. Rook. I should be happy for this development, at least. Like, the stress level is less bad than when I couldn't move any piece. And white could have sort of clinically taken us apart with knight c5 and stuff. I know that's what the brain wanted when Guchioka moved the knight to c3. Rook. Rook. Now we've got a great chance with rook h2. Okay. It didn't come to be the way I was hoping.
It's a
Rook.
fun move.
Pawn. Rook. Pawn. I'm trying to put some time pressure on Guchioku here.
Go, my precious.
That's what he always says when he queens a pawn. That's what he always says when he's queening a pawn.
Run.
Maybe I'm playing too fast. I mean, I've been playing bad moves at times. Maybe I should think harder about what I'm doing. But I'm trying to put pressure on the other team because I don't think our position's good. Like, it's a little messier than before, but I don't believe fully in our position. I mean, the knight on e4 is almost as good as our rook. How's our rook supposed to fight a knight and a bishop, right?
What an interesting endgame.
Rook.
Ooh.
Rook.
Take. Pawn. Pawn. Here. There. No. You said rook, right?
Right.
Nope. Don't get forked. Really don't want to get forked right now.
Get far away. King. Wow, this endgame's intense.
Jesus.
Rook. We have to check that king here. Good. I think we're okay here. Our king's close enough to that C pawn that we definitely shouldn't lose now. Okay. Rook. Rook. This is our chance to kill the A pawn, in my opinion. Down to the wire, stay focused. Rook. That was a really
Okay.
bad move. Oh my god. That was really bad. Now that pawn's just kind of going. Rook.
Rook again.
I'm trying to repeat with the check to see what they want. Fudge. Fudge, fudge, fudge. Oh my god.
I just don't know where to go with it.
What should I do? It's done, isn't it?
Did we lose from
Sure
that
did.
move?
King.
I mean, where do I go? Oh, I think I'm just supposed to check again.
King.
Oh, dang it.
I hope you heard me.
Oh, I should have just checked. I didn't even think about that.
Rook. Man, if we just played Rook A1 and taken that pawn, that A pawn, I think we would have won this game too. Rook. It's fine. King. They finally missed knight d6. Pawn.
Go!
Rook.
Run for the hills!
Rook. Pawn. King. 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 Rook. King.
Dang, man.
King. 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 King.
You can just sack it and win. Gosh dang it.
Pawn.
Just sack and win. How
King.
did we lose that? Man, my endgames are bad today, huh?
Yeah, normally so good.
My
Pawn.
games are bad. Oh, GG.
King.
GG.
King.
Sorry.
Tough day.
Tough day. Ugh, 6 blunders. Jesus Christ.
Is that our last game?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Never play d5. I always play d5 in this position, and it always bites me in the butt.
Yeah, you're black. You can't do stuff like that.
I know.
The end game was still really interesting, though. That was a fun
Okay.
endgame.
Yeah, we got it into a good spot. When he traded off his bishop, it's a draw, but only if I keep checking him,
Yeah.
which
Well,
is what you were trying to get me to do.
Also, on move 43, you had our biggest chance of the game. And you almost had the right idea.
Instead of checking,
On move 43, after they play king c7,
what'd you? Yeah,
you played rook b4 to go after that
rook
a-pawn.
A1.
But rook a1. For one moment, that pawn was
Yeah.
out of range of their king, and that's our chance.
Well,
And
he had knight to. Oh, I guess he didn't have that, because then rook to a3 probably or something.
Yeah.
Or a pawn. Yeah, I was literally looking at both those moves, and they both looked the same to me.
Yeah.
Because yes, it was out of the range of the king, but then his knight can defend it, and so I figured, we go there. He plays knight to c3,
Yeah.
but that's when we can push g5 and start going. So that actually was the win. So then it was a complete draw, but
Yeah.
I just didn't keep checking,
But you
which is
just need to
crazy
keep
because
checking.
I knew before when he got to the B file to check him to get him onto the C or A file, because then his
Yeah.
king had to be in front. So I had the idea in my mind, but then
Yeah.
I just didn't know where to go with it there, and that clearly was, it was very easily over after that.
Yeah. Also, in general, in those positions, you want your rook as far away from the king and knight as possible. So, like, you want it on a1 and b1, whereas at some point you brought it from, like, a3 to a4, and it's just too close to the king to give proper checks.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Actually, rook sack on a7 was a draw as well. Because then he can't defend c7. So then it's just... It doesn't matter. It's a draw completely. Because then we can just go after his pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Dang.
But so,
I
like, in
just
general,
suck today.
keeping the rook at a big, long checking distance is a super useful principle, because you can imagine with the rook on a4, if we have to give a check on b4 at some point and white plays king to a5, then our rook can't fight the a pawn
Yeah.
anymore. But if we're back on a1, there's a lot of situations where you just go rook b1, rook a1, rook b1, rook a1, rook b1, rook a1.
Yeah. I refuse to believe that guy was 1,000 rated player. I'm sorry.
He played a good game with us today, for sure.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
But I would say the brain was also
There's
guiding him
literally no chance.
pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the brain guided him pretty well, but like he had all the right moves for everything, for so much of the game. I mean, we were in trouble from the get-go once I played d5.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually brought it back to a draw many times.
Mm-hmm.
But what in the world? It was still a draw at the very end of the game?
What do you mean? When he had 2 queens? That's not possible.
No, like move 52.
Oh, yeah, you could still play rook takes a7 there?
Holy cow.
Or what?
No, I just have to check him. Just checking him does it.
How does checking him do it? I didn't see that. Rook b4? King a5?
Because rook b3,
But our rook's on a4.
right? Sorry, 51, right?
Okay, 51. Yeah, with a little bit of checking distance, we can still hold it. Yeah. And that's
'Cause
again where you brought your rook
he has
closer
to go
the
back
king.
and forth with that a pawn.
Yep. And you can see how, like, if the rook's on a1, it's like an easy to draw, and the closer your rook is to their king, the less options we have.
Look up his other chess account. Oh, he had a second chess account. Got it. That makes more sense. 1943 Blitz rating. Huh. Okay.
That's
Is
pretty
that
high.
not him? It's not him. He's really 1K. I mean, he played insanely well for a 1K. I don't know. We were so lost that whole game until we had a little draw. Many drawing chances, but I don't know why I didn't just think check, 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 check. It's so obvious now, like looking back at it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, well, David, you did your best.
Well, we
Sorry.
we did all right. We did all right.
Sorry, brother. We did middle of the pack, but overall, I think we were one of the favorites, so it's a pretty disappointing result.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like there might be a 3rd through 4th place game. I don't know. not sure.
That's 3rd through 4th, though. Okay, I mean,
don't know.
do we have...
I'm not sure.
What happens between 3rd and 4th?
I think that we're out, but I'm not sure if there's a. In one place it says single elimination, but somewhere else it says there's a 3rd prize, which would mean you'd sort of have to play to.
Right. Unless it's on caps rating or something.
It's on
I
our
don't know.
cap score. They're like, we're tired of seeing you guys play.
Maybe.
We're just gonna run some stats.
Yeah, we're done with you guys.
Do you know how they picked
Well,
like
I mean,
partners?
I've been
How
playing
they-
so much. I think they just tried to do like highest rating with lowest ratings, kind of.
Right.
I don't think it was exact that science,
But they probably vaguely tried to
roughly
give
like
Hikaru
that.
a
Because
low
like
rated
Hikaru
partner.
was, yeah, Hikaru was with XQC and stuff like that. So they tried to do it that way.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it produced good games. I'm sure for the fans, it was like pretty intense and fun and like well fought. For them, like the games are close. It's fun for them. Like the stuff that is the most suffering for us is maybe the best for the viewers.
Maybe they like it. Yeah. I mean, I've been playing Diablo 2 and grinded so hard. I haven't played much chess at all for 2 to 3 months, and it shows.
Now,
I just feel like I'm missing some of those things.
Yeah. Oh, someone in your chat says sometimes a language thing. That makes sense. Putting Blitzstream and Sardosh together.
Oh, yeah. That does make sense.
So when you say grinding, what is grinding for you? You're already sort of like you know everything about Diablo 2, I imagine. There's not what.
Well, there's a new Diablo 2 coming out. There's like a remaster of it. So I've just been playing so much of that. I mean, it's my main game, so it's not like it's some like crazy thing. Like, yeah, it's my main game. This is what I do. I play Diablo 2. But it just feels bad to like come back and play like hundreds of rating below your level.
Yeah.
That you were when you dropped off. It's just not the most fun.
Sure, I'm with you.
So that's the only part that sucks is like I knew coming into this tournament that I would be playing maybe at like 1400 level.
But then yesterday felt so good, you got your hopes up some more.
But then yesterday felt so good. That was the thing. Yesterday I played great.
Yeah.
But today I did not. I mean, every single game did not feel good.
Well,
I would say.
Sorry about that.
Life. Like I said, it is how it is. It was still fun. I thought we had the best checkmate of the tournament.
Yeah.
So that's the fun part. And we still win a little bit.
I only wanted first place.
So
I don't care about the prizes.
I know. I know. First place would have been so nice.
All I want to do is win every chess game I play.
yeah.
That's all I ask for, is just to win every game. That's it.
I know. Well, we should have.
Yeah.
This was the first game that we were actually like behind, really. I mean, I guess the last game too, when I threw the rook away for free.
Yeah.
So.
But this game, we had some genuine struggles.
Other than that. Yep. Yep. I mean, it was a lot of games. I don't know. I just have no confidence in my chess right now, and I think that's the big thing as well. Like, I don't ever play d5 there. I don't know why I played d5. I never play it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a silly thing to do.
I have such a need to run it back and try and do better.
I know. And even then, I should just played bishop to e6 instead of sacking the bishop and trading it all off and whatever. So many bad decisions.
Yeah. In Chess Dojo, we have our own show called Dojo Rivals. And in Dojo Rivals, you can just challenge anyone to like a match. So you just like pick somebody, you're like, I want to beat this guy down like a million times in a row. And so you challenge them, like I want to play a 6-game match or an 8-game match or 10-game match against somebody. And I wish we could do that right now to each of the people we lost to. Just be like, here's a pot of gold if you can beat us.
Oh yeah, I feel like if we
8-game match.
Yes. Oh, I think I win any 8-game match against any of these people.
Yeah.
I feel confident in that. But then I'd be playing enough games that I would feel better. Best of one kind of sucks. Best of one really sucks.
Really sucks.
Best of one in chess, especially, is a terrible format. You know. Like, very, very much a bad format there. All right. Well, I don't see any answers, so I'm not sure what happens now. Try plus constellation. I don't know. I do not know what happens now. I suppose we wait a little longer. It's terrible, but they were playing black against Box earlier and in groups. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, how do you... Yeah, it's just... And obviously at our level, like, black or white doesn't matter as much, that advantage piece, but whoever gets to... whoever gets to, like, go forward, you know, or gets to, like, make the starting move. I think a lot of people at this level just feel more comfortable playing white, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You can set the pace of the game. So. Okay, they say no third, fourth place game.
Okay. Cool.
I see it listed as...
In that case, it's time for me to get back to my kids.
Yeah. It's time for me to take a bath and think about life and chess. and be depressed for the rest of the day and then have my nightmares haunt me. David, thank you so much. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you, Llama.
You led the horse to water and he just didn't drink it today, I guess.
Yeah. Well, cool. If you ever need a partner,
you did all you could.
If you ever need a partner in the future, you've got a lot of potential. I'd be happy to work with you anytime.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
All right. See ya. Have a good one.
All right. In my chat. And for my chat, we're going to raid the next match. We're going to raid somebody who's maybe still in it. Whoops. Let's raid Robert Hess, right? And see how he's doing. Maybe he's still got another round to play. We'll just see. Give it a shot. You guys can go root for him if he's still going. All right. Peace, everybody. See you later.